Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video. This time working in a 2004 F-150 Lightning coming from South Carolina. Alberto, let me to read the paper. I have it. It was under the scanner. Alberto Ortiz, South Carolina. He said his problem is code p0443 they cannot get rid of. I said, yeah, that is actually a very common problem. And it's two ways this computer can fail. One, where it's just a driver. I said, if it's just the driver's circuit that is affected, then is this price. But a lot of times, and it's just what it is, the actual valve in driver's activation happens, but it's not being controlled or read properly by the microprocessor, and the fault cannot be, erased. And that's where the analog to digital converter fails. And we will see this is a newer 2004, so the way the test on the self-test will go, it will turn it on, but it will be very dim, and then it will turn off, and we will see the p0443 coming on if that is the case. Because I told Alberto, let me reproduce the problem, make sure the problem is in the computer, because I don't do repairs just to repair a computer. I mean, if this is because, as a customer, what you're looking for is to repair your car, to get rid of that problem, to get rid of that fault code, to get rid of, that. So yes, I can do refresh or refurbish, but if that will not correct your problem, all you do is just spend money on something you don't really need yet. I mean, let's make sure that we can reproduce the concern. I always do that because I know that how important is people's money. I mean, money is dollars or whatever coin you're using. It's just minutes of your life that you transfer into that, and I take that really seriously. All right, so let's get to what I normally do. Let me show you the computer connected. I have everything ready to go. The computer, I put the markings in here. This is a URB1, which matches perfect the year, model, and everything of the vehicle. So let me take you over to the folder that I have created for Alberto. Yep. All right, so it's very short information now because we don't have much. I'm just going to show you here the paperwork that he's in. The last digits on his VIN number will be CA22281, and then you can see error code p0443. That's all the information I have, which is very normal. I just also have this in here so we can, or you can see what that fault code is, because sometimes if you're not familiar, I am very familiar because I'm a mechanic by trade. But yeah, so if we can read at the top, right where the blue section is now, it says p0443 EVAP control system canister purge valve circuit malfunction. And you will be probably misleading by the scanner sometimes, or by that description, because Ford's call this valve vapor management. And sometimes the aftermarket scanners might have a pit for the purge valve and a pit for the EVAP management valve. And it's not the same as far as the fold and everything. So it is the same actually in the car because it's a purge valve, but the scanners, sometimes they can trick you with that. I'm going to give you just a close look of part numbers and everything on the sticker on the computer. And then I also took a picture of the computer connected and running in here to make sure there was no problems on the injectors or anything else that I need to, get attention to it. But no, it was actually working good. And I have, the scanner, I'm not the scanner, the auto simulator connected, and I can run this computer, and I can probably show you that. Give me just 1 second to prepare that in this auto screen with the full probe. Let me turn that on. Waiting for the internet connection. Not sure why. It's always this company checks the license, even though I'm not even in the license, because I'm not paying for what they want. I actually a concern with this company, because this company for CIA Electronica from Argentina started charging $375 for the software a year. Then all of a sudden went up to $600, which I'm like, why? It's just like it's not that you're giving me anything extra, it's like the same thing. They added, 1 or 2 cars, 3 cars a year, 10 cars line up for Argentina, but not for here. And even if they do, I mean, that should be included in your software subscription no matter what. I mean, they keep their you know, just money grabbers. And then all of a sudden now they want to charge $1,200 per year. I bought this because, you know, since I didn't went to Argentina, I saw the tool and I'm like, wow, that looks pretty cool. And it's good. I mean, it's hardware wise, it's good. A lot of plastic, which, I mean, that tool costs almost $11,000. And they should have made that better. I mean, you can see hot glue, and I can show you pictures of the inside because I have to take all my equipment out. And the board is good. It's very good technology, but the quality of the casing is no good. But now they're charging $1,200 per the subscription per year, and they want to add, like, you know, they just come up with a new software look, and they want to charge another $100 for that. So, well, wait a second. So you're charging me $1,200 for the subscription, but also you want to charge $1,200 to get the new look? It's no difference. I mean, it's just, I mean, yes, it's a little different. Let's say, you know, they put 6 spark plugs and 6 coils, and they looks different. But why are you transferring that cost to each customer? So $1,200 per customer. If they have 100 customers, just thinking on 100 customers, how much is that? $120,000. Are you kidding me? And then also, not only that, they will charge you for the software another $1,200. So $240,000 out of 100 people? That is outrageous. I mean, these people is out of their mind. All right, enough of a talk of that, and let's go into what we're doing here. I wanted just to show you the selections I do for these vehicles. Very specific to this tool. I'm going to just do the selections with you here so you can see what I'm doing. I turn the ignition on, and then when I put the RPMs, I have to select the cam and crank, signal 51, and then I can put it into 400 RPMs. When I release that, it should run. And it does. We can see the ejectors and the coils firing. So that is good. It's firing good. So that's all I wanted to really show you here. That is actually running perfectly. So there's no issues with that portion of the computer. Right, I can close that. And now let's go back to this test in here with the scanner. I'm going to put the SUS in the screen. I have connected a test light, which is being a proven test for me here. The way that I do this, when it's fixed, we should get no, or when the computer is good, we should get not the code p0443, we should get a p044. Let me just look into that. Yeah, the code that we should get, if it's good, it will be p0453, and that is circuit high, and that is because we're using a test light and not the valve itself. All right, so let's do the test. All right, so let's do the selection. If I would have connected the scanner with the computer off and everything, I would do an automatic ID, but I already did the test. So we can do the selection, and this will do automatic ID. It's actually connecting to the loss of connection. So let's wait for the thing to connect. Let me unplug the BCI and plug it back in, but for some reason it's making a sound like you disconnect. Let's wait for the scan module to connect again. That should take a few seconds. And again, the last digits on the being number, which should be C822281. All right. All right, we got in there CA22281. And we're going to just go into engine, code menu, and we're going to do the key on, engine off. That's the KOEO, means self-test. We're going to click continue. And let's take a look at the test light. you can see it came on, and that is actually not a good sign. Well, it all depends if we get the full code or not. So let's see if we got the p0443. I'm just scrolling quickly to find the code or not. Yeah, we got the p0446, which is for the band valve, so we can disregard that one. It's not connected. But we do have the p0443. I'm going to put them on the top portion of that list. Hopefully you can see it right on the top. It's p0443. And we got the p0453 there as well. But so that is meaning that the analog to digital converter sees that it's being activated, but it cannot be erased. So this is definitely a problem. We have a problem with the valve, and that code p0443 is existent. And the reason I said this is bad is because it's being activated, but the analog to digital converter is not sending the correct signal to the microprocessor, and that is the fault, the problem on this computer. So let me open it up and do my repairs, and I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I finished the repair. Let's do the test now and confirm that now we have no issues with that activation. So I'm going to take you over to the same view. Let me put the scanner on the screen, and let me get it on my screen so I can do the selections while you're doing that. Okay, perfect. So we're going to enter the same thing, engine, codes menu, and then key on engine off cell tests. Just make sure that you keep an eye on the light. You're going to see that it's now brighter. Wait for the activation. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a day and night complete different. I replace everything. And when I do these repairs, and this is something that I want to share with you, I just don't, I mean, I reproduce the concern, correct the concern, and then I do my entire repairs. I also apply the same conformal coding that Ford uses, so the computer goes back to you looking like brand new, untouched. With all the components that I use are original, brand new, injector drivers, coil drivers, analog to digital converter, capacitors, and diodes. Like that, I can give you a warranty. And this is a no fail. I have repaired numerous, probably over 1,000 of these computers with maybe few returns, and not because I did something wrong, maybe a failed component. It can happen. I mean, I don't make them, and they're electronic components that can fail anytime, but you're covered under my warranty. All right, let's scroll down and let's search for that p0443, which I know is not going to be present. All right, so let's see. Sorry about that. Should be at the bottom. Okay, we got a p0446 and p0453, but the p0443 is no longer present. And I'm going to scroll. That's the end of the list. And that's what I like. I like to put this on the videos like that. There is no doubt. I'm going to make that image even bigger for you to see better. I think that is actually, you know, more than 2/3 of the screen. And let me go back to the full codes because I want to scroll from the beginning. I'm going to go all the way to the top. And we're going to scroll down to 243 was the last one. I'm going to keep going down so you can see all the full codes are here. And this is also for Alberto, so he can see his computer no longer have any issues. I keep going scrolling down. We're going to go back now. We are in the ABAP portion of the full codes. We got the bend valve, which again is not connected. And we got the p0453, which is sensor high, just because I'm using a test light, but that's it. Everything else is all good. No more issues with the p0443. This is 100% fixed. Guys, if you have any computers, automotive or marine instrument closet, I'm your best call. There is no other company in the world that does what I do about reproducing the concerns, showing you the computer open, and then the test after. Before you even get a computer, you know it's fixed. So this is a peace of mind for you and a peace of mind for me. I do it for both because in here, there is no doubt it's fixed. If something is burned in the computer later on because it's something damaged in the car, I test it out. And I always help my customers. But this is the reason I make those videos. Thank you so much. If you're visiting the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. That really helped my small business a lot. Every time you subscribe, YouTube promotes more and more my videos, and that's how you find me. So thank you if you do so. Don't forget to ring that bell like that. If I get a new video, you can watch it as well. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.